How you doing? My name is Thunder, and welcome to another episode of the Need for Speed Most Wanted car build. And in this episode, we're going to be using the Ford Mustang GT, which is a car that is one of the only cars really to have two blacklist cars actually use it. One, which of course then does it basically screws you around and takes your car, and then the other who, well, she drives a very nice looking Mustang GT, but of course I'm using my own Mustang GT here, which you can kind of guess what kind of livery style I was kind of going with here. And as you can see, it's better on the handling stat than I thought. It doesn't max out on anything, although it does get close acceleration and the speed's alright, but I'm not so sure about this one, to be honest. Regardless of how sure I am, though, it's always, of course, time to take it to the Petersburg test track, where we've got 6 laps to try to take this car around the track as fast as we possibly can to get the best kind of lap time that we can get out of this car. The current leading car in terms of the leaderboard is the Lotus Elise, which is set a 57.66, and then of course we got the BMW M3 GTR and Fiat Punto with very close times to round out second and third. And honestly, this isn't as bad as I was thinking it was going to be. I honestly expected the Mustang to really be sliding quite a bit because it's being like a big, heavy American muscle car. But honestly, no, it's a little more sophisticated than I thought it'd be. This will probably mean it will likely avoid getting into last place, which is currently held by the Vauxhall Monaro VXR. In fact, honestly, I think the target for this one will likely be the Cadillac CTS, in my opinion. Although, to be saying, I think the Mustang actually handles better than the CTS. So, honestly, I think we'll probably need to look around there to get an idea on just exactly where this Mustang is going to end up. But of course, we could always be surprised. I'm generally just quite surprised right now because this Mustang is doing better than I expected the car to actually do so. But I'm not complaining. By the way, if you hear like any wind noise, that's not my or whatnot, I apologize. My room gets pretty hot and I need a fan to run in the room, and I just got that on rotation right now, just as a way to keep the room cooler, I suppose. Sorry. But yeah, this is doing better than I thought it would, and I'm really cool with that. I quite like that, actually, that Mustang is doing as good as it is right now. I mean, yeah, it's not going to beat the top times. I can definitely know it won't. Well, especially after that happens, but it wouldn't matter anyways. But it's doing good. I think it's genuinely doing very well for what I was originally thought it was going to be able to perform. But yeah, we got a 1 minute 2.44, so that means we've already beaten the Cadillac CTS. So we're already on the right track, which is very good. So yeah, not only does the Mustang avoid getting last place, performing a much better time than the Vauxhall, it's also better than the Cadillac. So yeah, genuinely surprised. And that's not even the best lap I can probably do with the Mustang, because I ran into a couple things. So honestly, if I just have a run where I don't hit anything, this will probably actually challenge the Subaru, maybe. I think the Subaru is where I'm probably gonna have to look for them at this car. I thought the Mustang would definitely be around the same time as the CTS, but no, it's actually better than I was gonna give it credit for, and I'm perfectly cool with that. But yeah, this is definitely a much better lap, though, to say the least. Let's just see what we get here. A little bit of slide, and we got a 1 minute 0.73. It's even beaten the Cobalt. Wow, this is crazy good. I did not expect this Mustang to do as good as it is. I think it's just the fact that the car realistically handles quite well. It's got good handling. It's got good speed around the corners, and its acceleration's pretty all right. It's the fact that that Mustang's just got such surprising handling is that it makes it so high up the list. I honestly didn't. This has so far been the biggest surprise out of all the cars I've driven in this game so far since I started doing this series, and that is perfectly cool with me. I really am glad that I got this. yeah, but yeah, this so far is gonna hold the title right now. It's the biggest surprise car. Honestly thought the Mustang would be around the time of the CTS, but no, it's better than the CTS, it's better than the Subaru, it's better than the Cobalt. And it's better than the Gallardo even. 1 minute point 43. My god, this thing is wow. I think we know exactly where this thing is gonna fall then. It's gonna fall above the Gallardo and behind the Porsche and behind the 911 Carrera S. I'm stunned to say the least. This car is very much a big surprise to me right now, and I'm perfectly cool with the fact that this thing is doing as well as it has been doing. But yeah, this is definitely one to pick up then. I guess they really wanted people to drive the Mustang in this game just by the way it performs. I think it just feels as if they purposely did that, but you never know. Oh man, it's just nice to see this thing hit where it's hitting. So, but say the least. And yeah, okay, that one wasn't as good. 1 minute 01.08 because had a few screw ups, but that's okay. Just the fact that I got the time that I did with this thing is more than impressive enough to me, to say the least. This is a car that I can probably genuinely say this is everything you kind of wish the car, you thought you wish the car could do, and it can do it, pretty much. I never expected this car to be above the top. Like, if this beat the Lotus Elise, I'd be, like, in pure shock right now. But just the fact that it's even beating the Gallardo right now is just enough to say, yeah, this car, wow, they definitely weren't kidding around with this one. They really wanted to make you really like this car. I'm just doing quite a good lap here too right now, I'd say. I don't know if this will beat that 1 minute point 43, but to say the least, this will probably be a very good time. But there we go, the biggest surprise car of the bunch. And no, I do not want to restart. But look at that. That was a very strong lap. Well, actually, no, not the lap time itself wasn't strong, but the car itself was very strong. A 1 minute point 43. That is tremendously good for this car. I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to get over that. But yeah, the Mustang therefore goes right to I believe 5th place. Yes, 5th place with a 1 minute point 43. It is just behind the Porsche Carrera S with the 59.73, but it just beats out the Gallardo, the Cobalt, and the Impreza. This is one very huge surprise, and I'm very glad to see just how well it is, because I really like the Mustang as a car, to be honest. But will there be any other surprises? Well, only time will tell in the future parts of this series. But as always, of course, leave your comments down below of any of your thoughts, and of course any questions and all that kind of stuff. And as always, thank you for watching, and take care.